right, guys. Day 2 of the Pickwick Bassmaster Elite in Florence, Alabama. Going out in day 2, we're in 45th place. Need to catch a bigger bag than we caught the first day to stay inside the cut to fish on day 3 to get paid, get some good points. That's the whole name of the game. My plan is I run down and I start on the stretch that I caught them on day 1, my flipping stretch. Get down there, start out, water temperatures dropped a little bit. I fish around for 45 minutes to an hour and don't get a single bite. And you know, I kind of scrap it like really quick because I know the fish are biting somewhere, and I don't just need to peck around where I caught 13 pounds and expect to do any better. So I run around for a minute. I run into a pocket where I got a few bites in practice, and it looks completely different. Like I said, there's 6 foot of water on everything now. And I'm running down the lake, and there's a little bit of a bluffier looking bank on the left running down the river. And I pull over there. I'm just going to throw a spinnerbait, or the plan was to throw a spinnerbait and throw a crankbait down the bluffier top bank. As I'm idling over to the bank, I see on my Humminbird Lake Master map, I see a little kick out that comes off the bank, like a little shallow high spot. And I idle over there just to check it out. And as I'm getting closer to it, I can tell that it's making a pretty good current seam. Like I can literally see the ripples of the seam like coming off to the side of it. So I pick up a little flat side crankbait and I make a few casts and don't get nothing. I throw on it for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden like 3 or 4 gizzard shad come jumping up actually through the current break. And the next cast I make out there, I catch like a three pounder probably. And from that point on for like an hour straight, I didn't go 5 minutes without getting a bite. You can see in all the footage, I didn't put all the fish catches in there. I probably sat there and caught 30 to 35 fish in that hour. Some of them were back-to-back casts. Some of them were every 3 casts. It was just a special little moment where everything just hit right. Like I pulled up at the right time. The fish were there. They were feeding. I had the right bait. You know, everything just clicked right there. Ended up catching every fish I weighed in on day 2 right there. I had 18-14, and the last keeper fish that I caught from there was actually a 632 largemouth, which, you know, really anchored my bag. I would have had a decent bag, you know, another 14 to 15 pounds without it. But, you know, catching that fish really jumped me up in the standings. So after day 2, after day 2, I ended up jumping, I think I jumped up to 27th place. And, you know, it gives me a chance to where if I catch a really big bag on day 3, I might have a shot to fish on day 4. It would have to be something really special and spectacular for me to make it. But the fish are out there in Pickwick. You know, those 6 to 8 pounders are there to be caught. I think a lot of guys are catching fish the way that I like to fish. After I caught those fish on that bar, I went and practiced around for 3 or 4 more hours and I didn't find anything, but I eliminated some water so I wasn't going to waste any time fishing it on day 3. But like I said, came back into weigh-in, made a really good jump, had the big fish, jumped up to 27th place. Really excited to get out there on day 3. I know where I'm going to start. I know what I'm going to do to start with, and then I'm just going to let the day roll from there. So we'll see you guys then.
Oh,
You had it better than I thought you did. I was like, yeah, that's a 5 pounder. No, it's bigger than a 5 pounder.
I think it's bigger than 5. I'll take it too.
632.
Turn him around and can I get it on?
Yeah.